Días, gracias por estar con nosotros en su programa Café con Leche, la voz de los latinos en América. Estamos transmitiendo desde hermosa 1470 AM 96.9 FM, caféconlecheradio.com y también en Facebook Live. Gracias por estar con nosotros. Y tenemos en el teléfono a Sara Gardam. Ella pertenece a un grupo que se llama Protect Thacker Pass.org y también nos va a acompañar Hamill. Good morning, Sarah. How are you? Sarah, can you hear me?
Yes.
How are you?
We're doing very well.
Tell me a little bit, why are you trying to protect Thacker Pass from this lithium mine? I thought that the lithium mine is good for the environment and for jobs, but tell us your reasons, please.
Sure. I'd like to start by just acknowledging that this is Paiute and Shoshone land, and they're the original caretakers of this area, and they believe the land and water are sacred. So Protect Thacker Pass is working in support of a group called the People of Red Mountain, which is a committee who are opposing the mine. So I just want to acknowledge the land we're on. They call it Pehimaha in Paiute, moon. And there was a massacre here in their oral history, so it's a very important area for that reason.
Okay, let me translate it.
I want to answer your question about a little bit. About why it's not actually a green project.
Okay, wait, give me a chance to translate whatever you say, because otherwise I forget.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Le estoy preguntando por qué intenta proteger que se haga una mina de litio en esta área de Thacker Pass. Dice que primero por su reconocimiento de las tierras. Dice, deseamos apoyar los esfuerzos de protección de los grupos Paiute and Shoshone, que son los cuidadores originales de esta tierra, quienes creen que la tierra y el agua son sagrados. Ahora me va a decir, porque le preguntaba yo, bueno, no se supone que se va a crear energía limpia con el litio y que además empleos. Now you can continue, please, Sarah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, you can continue now. You were going to tell me why it's not an ecological project now.
Yeah. So what's interesting about lithium mining, when you look into the details, is it's actually just as harmful as any other kind of mining. This particular mine is going to last over between 46 and 100 years. They're going to be using 4.6 million gallons of water every day, which will do permanent harm to the water tables here in Nevada. It's going to release a lot of hazardous pollutants into the air, such as arsenic, uranium. It may pose serious health hazards for the communities here. It will contribute to climate change. 152,000 tons of CO2 annually will be emitted. It also depends on sulfur from oil refineries. There will be destruction of wildlife, golden eagles, sage grouse, cutthroat trout, pronghorn antelope, these kind of delicate species. So that's the first part of the answer. And Spencer will answer the second part after you've had time to translate.
Le estaba preguntando por qué ella cree que no es un proyecto verdaderamente ecológico. Dice, en primer lugar, porque va a destruir el hábitat, o sea, donde viven todos esos alimentos. Se va a alterar la vida silvestre, se va a contaminar el aire y se van a hacer emisiones de dióxido de carbono. Se van a usar entre 4.6 millones de agua cada día, lo que va a afectar sin duda alguna los depósitos de agua. Se van a generar arsénico, uranio, va a producir un cambio en el clima, y este proyecto va a durar entre 46 y 100 años, así es que sus efectos van a ser muy grandes. And there are not too much water in Nevada, eh?
Right, exactly, yeah.
You can continue now, please.
Okay, yeah, and I'm going to talk a little bit about how there are actually a lot of community concerns from this mine, both from the local tribe and the local white community Orban and Winnemucca. So a very consistent phenomenon with mines across the globe is that there's this tendency for man camps to coexist with these mines, and basically it's a living compound for the mine workers that's sort of, well, there's also a correlation with missing and murdered indigenous women, especially, and other women as well. Unfortunately, there's higher rates of rape and assault and kidnapped women too. So it's also not just an ecological issue. It's also, a human rights issue and a safety issue for these communities that have to bear the costs of having a mine nearby. And this company in particular, Lithium Americas, has operated in Argentina, and there's been lots of human rights violations there with this company. And interestingly, as there is some news about our resistance to this mine, they actually changed members of their board for their subsidiary company that's actually working on this project directly, and they replaced the board with members who have experience in international mining projects, which to me reads like they're preparing to deal with these accusations of human rights violations as they come up. So it's not like they're unaware of this themselves. It seems like they're totally willing to bear the costs on these communities to exploit and extract for profit. Also, this company didn't consult adequately with the local native tribe, the people of Red Mountain, people of Fort McDermott. We were talking a little bit about how this place is called Bihimaha, which means rotten moon, and how it's a massacre site. And so because that happened here, there's burial grounds here, and burial grounds are sacred for any culture. And it's worth noting that this company has denied the existence of these burial grounds, has not listened to the local community about these burial grounds, and isn't really interested in respecting them. So
okay, let me translate that, because estamos hablando con Spencer Hamill. Él es también miembro de esta organización y nos dice que este proyecto de construir una mina de litio, dice, no es solamente es un proyecto tóxico para el medio ambiente, pero también para la cultura, con un no respeto a los pueblos originarios. Dice, y así es que no están respetando a los indígenas. Se ha visto además un abuso de las mujeres indígenas a través de la violación, el asalto, no respeto a los derechos humanos. Y dice, esta compañía, que es la fundadora de este proyecto, se llama Lithium American, y ellos no han ni siquiera hecho una consulta con los grupos que viven en ese lugar, una consulta adecuada, dice, con las tribus locales, y una total falta de respeto. Incluso cambiaron su mesa directiva para que pudieran llegar a construir esta mina sin ninguna objeción. So we have like 2 minutes. Tell me, what can we do, the people who is listening, or we, to support your campaign?
Yeah, thank you so much. One of the things that any person can do is to help spread the word, sharing information about the campaign on social media, starting conversations within your social network or your work network, reaching out to organizations that you think might be supportive, telling them about what's going on. People who are close enough or willing to drive can visit camp as well and connect with the land here and see why it's worth protecting. There's plenty to do at camp. There's plenty of tasks such as building infrastructure, or sometimes people do some cleaning work or support through making a community meal. There's a lot to do around camp, so people are very welcome to visit us. many often have been, after coming to visit, they've created art or poetry or other kinds of writing that shows the sacredness of the place and communicates that to a wider audience of people who aren't necessarily able to make it to Pahimaha, Thacker Pass. And last, a big one is fundraising or donating. So individuals can donate, groups can donate, or they can do their own, even do their own fundraiser and support. So we can share more information with anyone who's interested.
Okay,
if
you
would
send
like.
us the
Yeah.
information with Maureen and we will post it. Le estoy preguntando qué pueden hacer los que están escuchando para apoyar esta campaña. Dice, sin duda alguna, difundir, correr la voz, compartir información sobre la campaña, iniciar conversaciones dentro de sus redes sociales, llegar a las organizaciones, visitar el campamento o conectar con esta área y sobre todo si pueden dar ayuda monetaria les será muy apreciada. Así es que amigos, muchísimas gracias por haber estado con nosotros. Thank you very much, Sarah and Spencer. Thank you, Maureen, for contacting, and maybe we can do something else later, my friends?
That sounds great. And if people would like to learn more, protectthackerpath.org is the site to look at.
Perfecto, si quieren oír más, nos dio su website que es protectthackerpath.org. Thank you, hasta la vista, adiós amigos, nos vamos amigos.
Amiga.
Adiós, muchas gracias.
Bye bye, nos vemos. At what time do I have to cut?